So I'm having an issue where trying to input score and kind of like just not try to put it in. I'm wondering if something uh, I'm in like automated mode and I'm just missing something. Throw my screen up. So I'm in to Mario Kart. Where hot water. Oh, it's saving now. Cool. All right. Yeah, I was putting these scores in earlier. I would come out of here. Um, maybe not. I confirm. Finished. See it set and I'm resetting it to 0.
Mario Kart 8 fall 2024. Okay.
Yep. I'll send you the or I'll put the link in the
Mhm.
Mindset Michigan one. And
Link.
it's I put yeah, I updated scores for another one and it worked
Mhm.
fine. So I'm not sure if there's just some weirdness in this one going on. So I put it back to in progress. I'll send you the scores too.
Is it
Game
match
1 and game
3?
2. Yep. And
It's just game
Pentwater is
1.
the one that the score won't save for. And I have to find now
Okay, so let me double check your
scores.
scoring setups. Okay, that's cleaned out. That's good. Points are all cleaned out. Game score is high.
Put it 44 game 1, 34 game 2.
For Pentwater.
Yep.
And then what was their score for game 1?
44 game 1, 34 game 2.
And they're obviously the winner for game 1, right?
Yep.
And then do you mark it's just one winner?
Yeah. But I might have changed it so that there's like no winner or they can tie or whatever.
42 you said for the second one?
Yep. No, 30 34.
34. 44, 34. And then if you hit match finished.
Yep. So I did match finish, confirm
Oh,
results. Um and then I moved it over to finished and see it reset it. It worked for other ones. So wasn't sure if maybe it's the last time this was an issue, we found the null.
yeah, I'm wondering if it's a null slash undefined, and it's on like the
Yep.
winners. Yeah. Let's see, this would be auto.
But if you have to dig into this, I know it's office hours. Um, you can
Yeah.
do it another time. It's not a big
Let me
priority.
just see where this is at here. Um, yeah, it's probably that, and I'm only checking for undefined, which is annoying. This is again, no and undefined are going to be the death of me in this over this project. So annoying. Uh, auto score game loss. Okay. Okay, that probably will fix it. I will double check that really fast for you. Okay. See, game one was 44 or 42, 44.
44 and 34 for those 2 games.
And then Karuna had 0, right? You said? I guess we'll find out here. Did they only play 2 games out of the 8? Or you just were only getting into
Just 2. I don't know why. It has 8 because I think I messed it up when I set it up originally, and I updated all the rest of them to only have 2. I
got
guess
it.
I could reset all these, but only have 2.
Why is that setting it back to 0? This is on not there. Hmm.
Yeah, I can make a bug ticket instead, and that way we're not taking up time.
I wonder if it can't be a string.
My other thing was about smart queue.
Okay.
Um, when people, uh, so we've had a few people deactivate, and it still pulls them in, and then we've had people, um, I think activate and it's still not pulling them in, and then it's not filtering right. Um, but I
This
did
is
see that it's now defaulting to the 1 queue.
um let me share my
I think
screen here.
that might have fixed. That might fix that issue.
Which season are you on right now? Are you reworking which one are you running Smart Queue on?
Ton of them. Go to Smash Cruise, and then the JV. You can see there's 6 active, but you go to the smart key, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so you want to obviously you want to see the main queue there. And so if they have if it's not listed, then they haven't selected the queue correctly. Um, so let's see, so this would be
Did you put
CM.
in default queue if it's only 1
n-
now?
I haven't done that yet. No.
Okay. Some
So
coaches I think have caught on then and started select that.
okay, so if I click on CM Varsity right here, so they're varsity. So why are they getting dropped into the junior varsity one?
Is that varsity skill tier or division? Because remember, we're doing JV varsity division because that's when registration started. Skill tiers were not out yet.
Right.
We stuck with it for this season, and next
Well,
season
they're
we switch
called
to it.
CM Varsity, so I'm assuming that that's a
Yeah, it should
varsity
be.
team.
Yeah, that should be their varsity.
So this particular one, this CM Varsity, and then essentially probably isn't needing to be in there. So
Yeah, it shouldn't be in there at all. There's a bunch of teams that are inactive, like Aggie Brawl Varsity. You can see PNHS Varsity is in there, so they're getting pulled in. So it's not filtering them out.
um well, it may have. It's just a question of where were you at one point? And so the once they're in here and they have stats, so we'll turn this off for a second, save the stage here. Um and then we'll edit our seeds and let's deactivate.
So if we go to results, you can see there's no stats. Everything's 0 for them.
Okay. So I will just deactivate those 3 for right now manually so we can get things back in sync. And then if it has a trash can right here, we can just actually remove them.
Yep.
So that means that they have no stats. So we'll delete these guys and get things back into sync with kind of the top level one. Um, Varsity. Yes, these guys are varsity and JV. I'm assuming the JV is the second one,
Division,
I
yeah.
think.
Division second when
Yeah.
there's 2. Some of them, their skill is like, you know, very high, but
Okay. And then is this one happening tonight or did this just happen?
this happened on Tuesday, so the next run will be next Tuesday.
Okay. So I will we should just deactivate all of them. Oh, they have pending matches. That's why. So in
Yep.
your
You can view the
matches
schedule.
right here, yeah, you can't deactivate them until these matches are completed, basically.
Yep.
Um,
And those
that's
are
for
all JV anyways, so
okay. So yeah, so those 4 are marked as active still here, and um, they may or may not be active here. I'm not sure. Um, so what was that one? We had CMS, Varsity, Smash Crew. So if I come through and save this, and we'll flip it active here, we'll just make sure it doesn't go back into this rosters up here, and they are not. So that is cleaned up now. So it is pulling them in correctly. I think that there was just previously probably some syncing going on where the things weren't set up properly. And so they snuck in and then it wasn't getting removed when they got synced on. So it's just a matter of getting things back into like a baseline sync with that roster. Um, so this looks fine now.
yep. We have 6 active right now. I'll go back to that.
We have
Should be
4.
6.
We deactivated 2 of them because their matches were done. We should only have 4 active
No, the
because
Kellogg's one should be in there if you go to rosters.
I have
They're
Kellogg'sville,
active.
Mona Shores, Davidson, and Houghton, right? So
Yeah, before
Kellogg'sville,
Kellogg'sville.
Houghton, Davidson, Mona Shores. Yeah, those
So
4.
go to the season rosters, and you can see both Kellogg'sville are active right now, so shouldn't they both be in there?
Oh, yeah. If
Makes sense?
I'll save this one, yeah, I can resave these.
Okay.
If you deactivate them at this stage, it doesn't sync back.
Yeah.
Right,
Are you
so
gonna add like a sync all button or something?
so the way that we want to set these ones up is under format, deactivate teams after match. This does it for you. So when they're done with their match and they mark it as finished, it'll deactivate them both here at the stage and if possible at the season level as
Yep.
well.
But see,
So,
Kellogg'sville is still not in there, and it's
which
active.
one was it? Was
Uh,
it?
hang on, I'm on the other one.
Let's see. I'll activate it here.
So gray is in the queue right now, but orange is not in the queue, but they are active. Do they have a main queue picked?
No,
All right,
I don't know if that actually excludes it or not.
so it's still did. Did you have to
Yeah.
save that?
Oh, that's why I forgot to turn this on. That's why. It wasn't
Oh,
the sync
yeah,
wasn't on. So yeah, that would do it.
nice.
Was
Well,
it orange you said?
yep, orange.
So we'll just resave it here. That should push them
Yeah,
into the
sync button. I meant instead of having to go through all of those and press save, for example, just have
Yeah,
resave all or
yeah,
something for when because like
yeah.
if I run my scripts against the API and I update all the teams to like JV or varsity level, for example, having to go through all those and press save is
Right.
kind of a
It's
kind of a
annoying.
pain.
Kind
Unless
of a pain.
there's unless there's like an API endpoint, if I make a change to the season, will it resave the whole season with all the rosters?
No,
Okay.
no.
So I still have so like there's no point in using the API. I guess maybe there is. I still save time. Don't have to go to every team.
Yeah, there we can do under roster settings. I can add basically another batch operations in here, which should basically just be resync all of this stuff. I think I even have an API endpoint for it. Actually, I might have. It's sitting there, just not being used at the moment. So I'll want to
Yeah.
look at it. So these are the 6 that are supposed to be active, right? Because they still have their games
Yep.
to play. Okay. Yeah. So that's set up correctly. So when they need to select the slot. So if I go to like one here, we'll go to like Aggie Brawl. So if I was to select main queue, now they are, even though they're varsity right here, this listing does show all the slots for all the queues. If you go to the dashboard area, it does not show. It'll only show the compatible slots for Aggie Brawl. So they will not see main queue as an option for them. So we can select it. I don't know if it's going to let me. It
I will
might.
not see main queue. And is that so? That's based off the stage. So it's pulling it from the stage if they're if they can qualify or not. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll see here, I've selected that one. And what was that one? It wasn't even
Aggie
that one.
Brawl.
Yeah, Aggie Brawl is not in here now. So even though they selected that main queue, it's no longer there. And then they're active. If I deactivate it, it should wipe this queue out. So the smart queue slot is gone as you deactivate. So for them, when they need to activate, if they're going to do the old interface, and we talked about this, but if it's a smart queue slot, um, they're probably selecting this, right? And they shouldn't. What they should do if they're JV teams, they should state inactive and then just select that. And then you'll notice they're flipped to active and they're done. That's it. That's all they should do. That should take care of what they need to do. I know that we've talked about the nuances between do we let them activate without a smart queue slot? Depends.
Yeah.
Like that's like there's kind of some
Yeah.
scenarios where that may be desirable. So I'm approaching it carefully. So obviously this one, Aggie Brawl, they're not compatible with this queue. So this is the old UI. It shows it here. But if you go to their dashboard here, Aggie Brawl, you'll see it doesn't even show up as a smart queue for them. If we go back to, let's go find one of the other ones here. Let's see, Davidson. Yeah, so you'll see they are active right here for the main queue right here, right? So
Yep.
now that will deactivate as soon as they're done with their match because that one is in progress right here.
Yep.
So as soon as that's done, this will be flipped off. So I normally they're like that, but obviously I can't. I have pending matches. So once that's deactivated, then all they need to do is then toggle that one on. Again, I know that this is over here. So that's kind of something I'm working through that nuance, but yeah, this is. I think. Do you have any other ones? I don't know.
I mean, we have
Davidson
lots.
only plays Smash, huh?
Smash solos, which I have to convert to a smart queue, and I'm really scared to.
let's
Uh,
let's not do the solos yet. Let's like little bit by little bit. Let's get it all locked
yeah.
in and perfected before we just really dive into the deep end on that solo stuff. I don't think the solo stuff has been tested thoroughly, and I'm not really interested in testing it until we are completely buttoned up on the queuing and the round generations and stuff. So
Yeah, we have
there's a
tested.
couple.
I mean, we've been doing the solos with college football, and that
Mhm.
worked. That worked
Was that
fine.
where they split out into multiple? Were they coming in as a team and then playing as individuals?
Some of them maybe. I don't know how all the teams were set up.
I don't think. I think you guys. Where was CFB here?
Oh, we have a mix of both. Some are only one, some are multi.
That's right. So some people signed up with multiple teams with just one on it.
Yep. And some
And
have one
then
team with multiple.
right. So it is being split out into
Yes.
multiple stuff. Okay. Yeah, there's been a few edge cases for a couple reported bugs from the NJ as well that I'm still kind of trying to diagnose. So it's not perfect yet. So yeah, just keep it on the smaller ones where we can look at it manually and eyeball it, right? And be like, okay, that didn't work out. Let's go ahead and either, roll back the matches. Everyone, it might even be smart for me right now to set up a system that's like micromanage it, like generate and put them into preview mode for the matches so you can eyeball it as a TO, especially
Oh
when
yeah.
you in these early days. And then if it didn't work out correctly, then you can be like, why didn't this team get in? And then manually fix it, delete the preview. That way they don't get matches generated onto their dashboard or
Yep.
anything yet.
Yep. I'm at
So
my maximum tickets that I can make, but there was a bug where unpaired teams were not getting by.
I saw that as well. That was ranked, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ranked
Yeah,
by
there's a
Matt.
couple. I
So
think
we
I have a
run JV, all JV is queued, all
Okay.
solos are queue, and all middle school is queue. So we have
Okay.
a lot of queues. So there's a lot of testing that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Again, the only one we're scared of really is solos because we got 120 kids
Yeah.
playing solos, and we can't screw that one up. It's way too much work if we screw it up.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah,
but the other
keep
ones
away
we can
from
fix
that.
manually.
Yep. So
Cool. All right, that's all I had. Thanks for your
okay.
time.
Got a quick portal question from Lucas.
I'm
I
bringing
don't
him
know
up.
who else may have been. Okay, thanks.
Brought him up because his hand was first. Hello, Lucas.
Hello, how are you?
Lucas.
Straight out of Mankato, Bethany Lutheran.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I can barely hear
All right.
you.
It's pretty faint, but Lucas should have level 4 access. He's running into some blocks in portal. We can check him out and see, make sure he's unblocked.
Yeah.
Got sirens. I gotta mute.
Bethany Lutheran.
That's
Okay.
correct. Yep.
All right. What can we do for you?
Yeah, so I've been playing around with the profile and stuff. I just cannot seem to be able to navigate to like the page where I can edit our profile and then also to message prospects and filter prospects.
Yep. So when you come here, are you selecting Bethany Lutheran College in the top right here?
I believe so.
So I'm actually logged in as you right now.
Okay.
So we can make sure this is
Yep.
working correctly. So what is your mascot for Bethany Lutheran?
Viking. Or his name is Halvar, but yeah.
Okay, so we can update that. So the saving is working. That's correct.
And how did you get to this page, I guess?
Yeah. So right here on the main page, I select Bethany Lutheran and it's drop down up here.
Yep.
If it's not, I should say Bethany.
Yep,
And then you can click on, there's a couple of ways. You can either click on this gear icon in the top right under active program, will take you directly there as well.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
And then how do I get from here to like search for prospects and things like that?
Yep. So then you'll go to the prospects tab right here. And we'll go ahead and create a queue. What game do you want to start with? So because you haven't well, let's go here. Let's go back to your settings really quickly.
Yeah.
What games do you play?
Oh man, we play Call of Duty.
Which one are you on? Modern Warfare 4,
MW3,
MW3. Okay. And what else?
League of Legends,
And
Overwatch
what else?
2, Valorant, Rocket League, and Super Smash Brothers.
Ultimate.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So those are lined up on your profile now. So now when we go to the prospects tab, you'll see that you have that list that we can just
Okay.
search for those ones. So we'll start with an Overwatch 2.
Yep.
And we'll just keep all the defaults because we can manage this later. Just bring through, and
Boom.
we'll finalize that bad boy. All right, so now you have your first active query up and running.
Mhm.
So when you go to the prospects tab now, you will see this one for 25 to 28,
Okay.
etc. And there's your filters, query results. Here's all of your prospects that are looking now. They're going to be sorted by graduation year and looking for teams. So Adam is 2025 here, and pretty good. So
And then how do I message them with the little envelope on the side?
yep. So notice that that's grayed out at the moment.
Yes.
So to start it, we have to improve a messaging flow.
Yep.
So you'll come back over to your settings tab,
Okay.
and then message flows on the left. And we'll need to create a flow. So we'll start with a blank one here.
Okay.
Actually, what we'll do, let's see. How do I delete these ones? Can I delete drafts? I forget. Yeah, there we are. Delete that one. We'll select an Overwatch 2 and create an Overwatch 2 flow to start. And so usually I always call it this. The name doesn't really matter, but you can set that up. And then you'll want to edit all of these things. And this is kind of the process for what they're going to see, right? So this is the first one they'll see. Your recruiter name, you can just put in your name if you want, or that will drop in, replace your name on your profile. I think it does. And then first name is going to be the first name of the prospect as well. So you can use this in general. And then you set up like how long you want to wait in between messages, right? So if you want it, we kind of have some defaults here that we think is fun to tinker with, but you can set this up to be like, yeah, send it every single day. They are about to get digest starting tomorrow. So they'll get daily digest. So when they start getting these messages, they'll receive some updates saying, you have a message, you have some unread messages over in comms from whatever. So that's going out tomorrow. And yeah.
And then once they reply, does it become like an open dialogue or?
Yep.
Okay. And then
Yep.
we're allowed to send one flow per recruit. Is that right? Or per prospect?
Yeah, once this is approved, so you need to go through, put in this content, edit it to whatever you want, and then we'll have that on our back end. We'll see that it's rating for approval. So you'll submit it for approval at this point.
Oh, nice.
We'll eyeball it, make sure that it's all kosher, right? We're just making sure there's nothing terrible. It'll be fine.
Okay. We are a little spicy over here. It is making.
Yeah.
We check you for typos is mostly what we do. That's pretty much it.
All right. Thanks.
So here's an example. So Indiana Wesleyan University's, messaging AJ over here. So this is what it looks like as they go in. Now AJ has not replied yet, mostly because they probably haven't gotten a notification that they have this. This is obviously the big step we're turning on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But this is what AJ would see. He sees the school, he sees all the information in line, all that information. And then once AJ steps in here and messages Indiana Wesleyan, it'll unlock. So as Indiana Wesleyan, this is locked. They cannot send any more messages into this channel until AJ responds. Once AJ responds, then it opens up for conversation.
Okay.
So.
Nice. And then all that information, like at the beginning, for the profile. I manually put that in, or does that get pulled from like the Google AI?
For all of these fields right here.
For scholarship facilities, all that stuff.
Let's see.
I mean, I can put it all in, but
Well, we we do have a couple things to get you in the right ballpark. Let me just double check here. Where's the iPads? Okay, so it's this iPads ID.
yeah,
So we'll open up College Navigator here, and we'll look for Bethany Lutheran College. Great. So you're right there, and I grab iPads, that in, and then we can reset this. So that's set up, and then let me see. Reset that data. Degrees. Get rid of that undefined field. Okay, so now you have your basic tuitions. All of your degrees are set up now as well. Yeah, you'll have to come through and turn everything else on, but
Yeah.
we'll flip that module on and that one on. And looks good. You're small, 892. Nice.
Yeah. True. We don't have football, so esports is like football.
Mankato. Yeah, so there you go. So now you have that list put together. So your tuition and out of state. I don't know. Obviously, that may or may not be accurate. That's just from College Navigator and some other governmental data. And then looks like you do have computer science, so kids can search for their stuff. And then when they come here and they're looking for programs, right? So I look for Bethany Lutheran. So here you are. This is what they will see. And then if I was logged in, let's see if I can go to portal. My account, go away. Oh yeah, so I've marked myself as interested in comp sci, so it just tells them, hey, look, computer science is right there for
I
you.
mean, are you looking for a degree?
Yep. So it'll match up with them. So
Awesome.
yeah. And you're about 19% complete. So your goal is to get that 19% up to 100%.
Yep, we'll get that done by tomorrow.
Yep. So you'll notice that all the ones at the top we kind of bring in, they're all 100%. We favor obviously ones that have completed profiles. So
Perfect. Yeah, we'll get all that done by tomorrow.
Yep.
It'll be fun. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Lucas.
Hello.
Hey, Jamie.
Hello. So I thank you very much for helping me with the Fortnite score reporting, by the way. I think
No.
we'll get that shirt up very soon. I just needed to also get on Apex for that, but Apex will be a lot easier since we do have that code. So I just wanted to make sure that we're all set for that.
Yeah, were we in duos for that last one where we were?
Yeah, we were in duos, yeah, and then we were working on Division 1.
Yeah. I'll show you what I'm improving along the way here. Again, my computer's slow because I'm running locally, so there's a lot less traffic is not near as fast. Okay.
It's okay.
So if we look at your proof of results, if we click on this list now, you'll notice now I'm matching a lot more automatically for you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
have
it
what's
was
called-
really rough when like one
Yeah.
person was like, "That's my ID," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I match them, and then everything else disappears.
Yeah. So also what I'd call is a fuzz threshold. So basically it kind of does like a fuzz search. So some of them match exactly, but right, like Unreal X Steven doesn't.
That's
Actually,
okay.
I have a couple more things I need to do. But the point is like Unreal X Steven or SDR Steven 77 YT, right? Like that's their League OS name. Then this
Yeah.
is the one on the left is what they put in the CSV. So
Mhm.
the fuzzy search is able to match those, but there's like a
Oh,
threshold.
perfect. Does
So
it match the epic ones too? Because for Fizz, Flowery Fizz, their League OS name is different from their epic name. I believe it's like Fizz or something. Just type in Fizz.
that
Oh,
doesn't have
oh,
a
Fizz with a P, PHIZ. Is
Got
it that
it.
one? Yeah, there it is. So that's why
Yeah.
it was a little bit weird.
But of course they have this character at the end of it. I can run matching against that as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's a couple things I just was working on this right before we hopped on office
Oh,
hours, but I'll get this cleaned
okay.
up, and then just make sure you obviously hit game 1, apply,
Mhm.
and then the results then are coming through. So if we look at like match results, look at game for game 1 now. So
Oh, perfect.
now actually it's actually pulling them in.
Okay.
And then there was problems where when we search for when you do position in the custom function, it takes the aggregate of the position values, so it would come up with like 20. So if you had two
Oh,
players at position 10, it'd be like your position is 20. Well, that doesn't work though when you have just one kid coming as 16,
yeah.
and so it gets all mixed up. Oops. So what we needed to do was they'll get reset anyway, but um yeah, this is the most annoying interface with these ones. um uh Team Score 8. What was I going to say? So the code that we wrote here is more robust. So I made some adjustments to that field, to the custom score functionality, so we can
Okay.
get a little bit more stuff. So that's the scoring here. So it's going to be like a larger text field now, like this,
Okay.
as opposed to a
Perfect.
single line. And then I'm going to make it monospace and look like a code editor kind of thing.
Perfect.
And so
Okay.
then this is much better, but you don't need to worry too much about this code logic. I've done it for you basically, but essentially I'm just grabbing if there's a player, I grab the first one, because in Fortnite they have the same position value on both ones.
Yes.
So I just grab the first one, and then use that as an index into your scores array that's custom to you. Or if it's not in that array because they're over the past, then I just add one. So,
Okay.
and this works. This is working right now. So
Perfect. And I
happier
can
with this.
copy. Oh, sorry to interrupt you. I
Yeah.
can copy and paste this to the other divisions, correct?
Yeah. Do you need to do it for all of them? Let's do it right now.
And squads. So we have 5 Fortnite lobbies that we do.
Yeah, I have on my to-do list to make this type of mapping kind of built in, because it is common. It is a common feature for Apex and Fortnite.
Okay.
And then I think there's probably is there another? I think we've talked about this. I don't think there's another battle royale that we're aware that people run yet.
We run our Minecraft Bed Wars in a similar way of a battle royale. But that's okay. We are doing everything offline for Minecraft because it's just so complicated. We have moving divisions. That's how complicated it is. So, and then each division, the point weight is different depending on what division you're in. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it.
It's a whole thing. All right, I will not worry about it. Okay, I've put those in. You'll get this updated interface in a bit here. So it'll be later tonight. I got personal family stuff I got to run to here in 15 minutes, but you should be good on all
What
that
about
stuff.
for Apex? Would it be the same way? Because we do have the CSV file for that one. So I sent it in the chat just now on the custom game and the stat token and everything. How would that one go? Just really quickly.
Yeah. Let's see, was it in here? Okay.
Yeah, so we have the stat token, and then it comes with all the nice stuff. We love Apex. Why can't Epic follow along?
Wait, what is this?
Oh, so this is our stat token that we get from our custom game.
What?
Yeah, so it's really nice. Yeah.
How does that work? Okay, so how do you
I
get a stat
think-
token? This is news to me.
Well, we get it from EA directly, that's why. So when we get our codes to host custom lobbies, so that it allows us to make do custom lobbies with less than 30 people, we can do it, and then each token comes in with a stats token. for us.
So, is it a one token, one lobby?
Yes.
And so that token, so you get 2 tokens basically. You get one token for the game and then one token for the stats.
It's a stats token that's linked to the token to host the game, so it's linked together. Yeah.
Because the lobby token is like only 5 characters long or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then your stats token, is it going to be this long gibberish thing at the top here?
Yep.
And so,
Well,
and then
I
the-
actually have no clue what it is. It's actually a different token. But yeah, I don't know.
okay, and then can you do multiple games on a single one, or is it just one game?
I can do multiple games on a single one. So you can see on the side right there, game list. It's game 1 and then game 2 that we did for that night.
Got it.
Yeah.
Game 1, game 2.
And then there's a way to download the CSV file, like how it is for Fortnite. But I
come
wanted to see.
why have people not told me about this? I'm gonna wait, who else is here that I can yell at? No one's here anymore. Dang it. Oh, I know. Dakota's here, Jacob's here. Guys, you got to let me know about these tools. This is awesome. I did not realize that was a thing. What is the process for getting tokens from EA? Who do you gotta buy wine for?
Chris, OMS, I don't know how he got him. He got him to me. He gave me the spreadsheet, and I was like, "Do it." And I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And he didn't even know that this existed. So.
And then, how many lobby codes do you get? Do you have to like ask for them, or do you have like a system to like generate a new one every week for you, or?
No, we get them by season. So Chris gets that for us, and then he gives it to me, and then we use them for the rest of the season until they expire, and then we request for new ones every season. So yeah.
You don't use the same one week over week, right?
No, we do. Yeah. So at the end of the season, you'll see that all the game list will be all for Division 1 or Division 2. So we try to keep the same on the division. And then technically it could be like an overview of all the games. So you can see the all the game button. So we could use it that way too.
So it's a special lobby code. Do not leak the lobby code, because then people will jump in there and start doing junk for you.
Yeah, so we're very strict with our lobby codes, where it's like, don't use this one for a different competition or tournament, because this one's for Division 1, this one's for Division 2.
Yeah, did the students get that lobby code, and could they create that lobby themselves?
No, we only let our admins get the lobby code to host, but they'll get a different lobby code to join that lobby.
Got it. So you have one code to host, another one for joining. Okay.
Yeah.
And so the hosting code, that's the one that we obviously don't want to leak, right?
Yes.
Obviously, if they leak the ones that, to join it, you get randos in there, and that's no fun.
Yeah.
But, end of the day. Okay, so this is awesome. I'm very excited about this revelation. And because probably Apex Legends status is kind of open source, whatever. So there's probably some way to get at this match data directly, and we won't need it for now. We can definitely work on the CSV file. So how do I download the CSV file for this one?
I think it's an overview that you were just in.
Overview.
I think. Scroll down, maybe? No, it's not there. Okay, scroll up. Sorry, it's one of them. Game. Let me look for it too on my end. It's somewhere. I know I used to download it. That's why. Ranking. Oh, it's in ranking.
Rankings. Oh, there we are. Okay. Cool. I'll take a look at this guy.
Oh, but it doesn't give everything. That's lame.
What does it give us? It gives us team and
it does. Players. So if you go to the players one, that's might be the one that we want to go to.
Oh yeah, definitely this one.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so let me just make sure that the format. Let me see if, as long as it's not like dog's over there licking himself. Okay, I'll need to update my code. I have a really rudimentary CSV parser. These, I think the quotes are getting junked, so I will work with this. You'll have to give me I'll be able to get it. When is your first game was yesterday, today, this week?
Yesterday. So, but teams aren't expecting to get score reports until probably the start of next week. So we have till Monday.
Yeah.
But if anything, we can be like, hold, the scores are coming soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it won't take me long to get that in and working, but the fact that I have that full list of stats, I'll have to make a few adjustments on my end to like get things to line up. But I think at the very least I can get all those stats to line up.
Okay, so I'll just hold for now and probably poke you in maybe a few days.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good.
Well, now I'm like gonna go on like a
And I
Go on.
think this is not even with EA. I think a random person just created this for Apex.
yeah, Apex Legends status. This is all open. So yeah, the question is, so I have a thing there. Oh, but see, this is the one. Yeah. Match history, leaderboards. Yeah, I think this is the problem, is that this API is currently unavailable to new users. So I'm a new user because it's been around for a while. So I think I've asked for whitelisting and they have not responded. I think, and this is like, some random person built it. So the goal has been to like try and figure out how did they get access to the API on Apex Legends? Still unsure how that has worked, whether they just reverse engineered it, probably did, or if they actually have permission from EA. So I would rather use this, right? See, I don't want to expose mine, but like I did last week. The usage guidelines. Yeah. Yeah, this is all crazy. I will jump back in. I'll jump into this again.
It's going over my head a bit, so
That's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
I didn't realize that we had custom CSV files. You went outside.
and they're pretty responsive. I talked to them I think a year ago, but I think they're still really responsive. And I got a meeting with them really easily, so you probably could too.
With Respawn and EA, or with the
With
guys
these
who run
people, the guy that developed this, because like they also do like the map stuff and everything, so it's like everything, which is insane.
Yeah. They have a they're crazy. I'll see if I can. If you get another discussion with them, see if you can invite me in along the way.
Okay,
So,
sounds good.
I'll reach out to them again and see where my status
Pick
is
up
on.
this hitchhiker and bring him along.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in their Discord for a while, so it might be easier for me to be like, "Hey, let's have a meeting," and they're like, "About what?" I'm like, "I don't know. Meet this person. Here you go."
Yeah, I'm forgetting.
Just for
who
fun.
Exactly.
run a ticket. Yeah, I've been in here before, obviously. I'll have to dig in some more. But good to know that you can do custom lobby codes, and then you're not getting the lobby code from them. You're getting that from EA and Respawn.
Yeah, we're getting it from EA and Respawn, I believe. Where's Chris when I need him?
Shadows.
Yeah, when you ask Chris about like if they have a contact at EA Respawn, I would definitely open or welcome a conversation with them about this stuff, because clearly they have an API for getting at the match data, right? Like this third-party Apex Legends status has it. They may be, whitelisted as like the only people to use it, but they are unofficial, right? So, what would it take for me to become an unofficial thing? Then I don't have to go through these guys. I can just go straight to EA Respawn for match stuff. So
Nice.
because right now I do use their live API, so you can right now when you run dash comms on a desktop app alongside Apex, I pull all the data in real time. That's what powers all our Apex overlays. So it's like Rocket League's Bacchus mod type stuff.
Oh, I see.
Instead of Bacchus mod, you have to have our dash comms as an app on your desktop. And then it will link up with the running instance of Apex as an observer. It'll do all the spectator stuff. It's really awesome. So that's well documented, but otherwise they don't have a more statistical historical data API that they've ever exposed.
I
So
see.
yeah,
Well, thank you for all your help. I'll just wait and tell the kids and the coaches to wait.
we got you. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
7 minutes. Anyone else? First hand in the air gets up here.
Leave them like you just don't care.
Well, come on up, Jamie.
Okie dokie. I did have a request if we could hide player and team ranks from the general public. I know that's a weird question, but for us, we get a lot of coaches because we do it by division for our tournaments and everything. So some coaches are like, "Why did my kids get placed in this division? They're gonna get demolished." Or why in this one? They're way too good for this one. And explaining that to them is sometimes, not always the best way or the best conversation. So to help alleviate that, we like to hide our ranks and not disclose ranks either. So yeah, wondering if that was an option.
Yep. Quick ones. Shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Team rank is fine. It's just more of like the individual ranks. And like some kids do get scared when they see like the immortal on the team with a team of other unranks and they're like, why are they in division 4? And I'm like, well, there's 4 newbies, so it's technically a 1 versus 9 that you're playing in. So good luck.
1v9.
Yeah.
Got it. So that's like, so hiding the ranks do you mean just to make sure we're clear on what you want hidden? Let's go to Valorant because that's a great example. So D1 because these are your divisions. So if I'm coming, so there's this rank right here, right, which is very just nebulous. It's just a 25. You're not talking about that one.
What is that anyways?
Yeah, that's an internal ranking. It's just not matched up. 25 is probably immortal or something. Probably is what
Okay.
it is. So in behind the scenes, all game rankings are just numbered 1 through 30 or 1 through 40 or whatever.
I see.
So unranked is 0 typically, and they'll start around like 2 or 3 and they move their way up. So
Mhm.
that's what that is. But I am now believing that you want something else hidden.
25 is immortal too.
Nice.
There's no rankings here.
Huh, how did that coach come to me then and was just like, this kid's like diamond. Why is he in the 5th division? And I was like,
Well, yeah. So the only way I'm thinking they find it is
did they dig?
if they are either scouting by themselves or do you have kids who have connected their Riot accounts?
Some, yes.
Some.
They find the username in Scout. That makes sense. Okay.
Where's
Wow.
where is the? Do we have an example of a team that's? that has-
There's one in Overwatch, Speedway. They connect everything. Sorry, we're still in the
Speedway-
process of
Speedway, Indiana.
slowly getting people in, by the way, onto the platform to
No,
get their attached
that's
accounts.
fine. We talked about this. You're doing it right. Nice, slow and steady with their hands. You're doing everything just right.
Okay.
Um,
I
let's
believe
see.
they're in Division 2.
I
Yeah.
got them, yeah. Yeah. So
Ah.
this would be what is showing here, right? I don't think I can hide these. The whole premise of this is that, well, I mean, the premise is that you use this to make sure you're playing the right people, right? And that way we know this team, we know what accounts they play on, and so then if they are smurfing or trying to bring in a ringer without you knowing, then
Yeah.
this is an obvious way to know. And obviously these kids, right? Like he goes by Cool Joel 300 on League of West, but he's heel diff
Hmm.
on Overwatch. Right? The kids never match their names up. Never. Just
No,
never.
for sure. Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you click here, you go to Overbuff, and you can see.
Okay,
Yeah,
they can see it that way. So that's what they were
they're-
doing.
they're
That makes
doing
sense.
that, and then for Valorant, and then even if I didn't have that, they'd be able to look at it and
They'd
punch
be
the
able to
name.
do it as soon as they get into a lobby, anyways.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, that's not an option then. Okay.
I've always had the premise of like, why are you trying to do so much research on your opponent? Like, you should just go out there and do your best, and don't get in that headspace of, oh my god, they're such a better player. Well, are they really, or did they pay for a boosting service?
Oh, trust. We've seen it. We've experienced it. But
People-
yeah, maybe an
People
option
like
to
to play their
hide.
own mind games, and I don't know why.
Exactly. But maybe the option to hide that the average team might be good for some because, for example, for Rocket League for us, we have only 2 divisions. So you see like unranked, so you'll see like a 1 and then you'll see like a 15 maybe.
Yeah.
And then
I can see
otherwise-
that.
Yeah.
I know we have a couple other. I'm willing to do that one because I know the NECC would find that useful during their activation phases because we kind of have this variable ranking internally that they don't want exposed, and so they try to obfuscate it to make people not figure out what it's supposed to be. So just hiding it would solve that problem. So I'll do that. That's a reasonable request. We can do that.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. I do need to end it short. I got to go pick up my kids from school and get some stuff. So I am done. But if you have other things, maybe Alex or Levi can help. But otherwise, I do need to bounce. So, thank you. And
Thanks, Joel.
yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Last call for apple juice. I'm about to go pick up some B-dubs, and I'm really excited.
Which flavor do you go for?
I always get the I do dry rub, so I get the buffalo dry rub and the desert heat dry rub. Those are my go-to.
That's bone in only, right?
No, on Thursdays it's boneless.
You can do the dry rub with boneless? I didn't realize that. Okay, we're learning stuff.
Alrighty, last call.
Anybody? Matt?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for
Got Alpha
keeping
real
track of
quick.
it.
One quick question I had. So we had a lot of people, I guess everybody's seeing this pending admin approval status thing appearing on their team pages.
Or
But
is
they're
their
not-
team set and pending, or
No.
their team confirmed?
And they're still able to register and activate for the queues, but they see it.
Can you give me a link to a specific team or a specific roster?
Ah, God. Let me see if I can find through the
Everything's made up until you give me an exact point to look at.
yeah, it's a problem that I've just gotten so many messages about all sorts of random things. So one thing is we don't have admin approval on anything. So what would that come from potentially?
If you have enforced team size on and the team is in pending status. I mean, there's a couple different things. That's why I'm like, find me an exact example, and I can then tell you why they're seeing that.
Take a while for me to dig through Discord. I'll see if I can find something and then send it your way. But
Okay. Yeah, just drop it in your channel or whatever and tag me, and
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
it's just I get too many Discord messages. daily. So I've gotten a lot of
That's why my
messages about
DMs
it.
are off.
Yeah, yeah. It's a heavy consideration for me. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, when I started doing league work, even just as a mod for IGL 5 years ago, I learned very quickly that people will go past your ticketing system and try the DMU because your name is at the top of a server list. And I'm like, nope. I will not assist you in DMs. We have a ticketing system for a reason. I'm one man and there's thousands of you.
Yeah, we have a violation ticketing system, but not one for these weird pieces. And they can still use it, but we don't actively monitor it during the day. I'll have to dig. It's gonna take some digging.
Okay. Yep, just let me know and I'll take a look, and it's probably something small, like again, their team is in pending status for whatever reason, but I need to know exactly which team, so that way I can be like, yes, this is the exact reason, or no, it's this other reason. Because a lot of times people are like, oh, it's everyone, and it's like, is it though, or is it like 3 people out of a couple hundred?
It's always hard for us because there will definitely be issues that affect everybody, but only one person will tell us.
Totally.
Weeks into it too. Everyone's like,
And
"Oh,
then
I
as
just
soon
thought
as
that's
you'd be
how it's
like,
supposed
oh
to
yeah,
be."
this was an issue. You'd be like, oh yeah, I've been dealing with that for 4 weeks, and I'm like, why did you not say anything?
Oh, yeah, why not tell us? We can fix it. We just need to know that we need to fix it.
There's a nice feature that we have on our side. Like if someone is saying that they can't do a thing, even though like you and I have league admin view. If they're like, oh, I don't see this thing, we as League OS can actually pull up what their view would look like.
Yeah.
Basically masquerade as them. And then we can be like, okay, do they really not see it, or do they need a good eye doctor?
Yeah, that would be really nice to see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really dig. I've gotten like 10 messages from it, but I've also gotten so many other Discords that I don't remember who sent them to me, and I'm wondering if any of the ones that sent it to me sent me other things after sending that. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yep,
I
just
gotta
let me
dig.
know and we'll take a look, and it's probably something small, but yeah.
Awesome. All right, that's it. Everything else looks to be working for the system. We're gonna go all steam ahead on the every single game for next week. So we'll see how it hits the system.
Gotcha. All righty. Well, I'm shutting the show down.
All right.
Later all.
Later.
Thanks for coming.